Yeah, I am Arno Kwamo, a sport journalist and analyst. I've been analyzing football for the past 10 years now. Cameroon football. I've been doing reports when it comes to local championship in Cameroon, and I know exactly some of the issues that footballers are going through in Cameroon. So I'm here today to talk about Samuel Eto'o, to call on the delegates who are going in for the elections. That I will pray that after reading the manifesto of Samuel Eto'o, I believe that he is the right man for the job. Players are suffering a lot, and Samuel Eto'o is somebody who have played football for close to 25 years, and he knows exactly what footballers are going through. And I believe so much that if the delegates can cast their vote for Samuel Eto'o, it's a vote for change. Players who play in Cameroon, they cannot actually boast of being footballers after their career. So there's a lot of things that are happening when it comes to the players. You look at where these players live, the kind of food they eat. Some of them move around the streets begging, which should not give such an image to Cameroon, because we understand that Cameroon is a football nation. We are going to be hosting the AFCON with beautiful stadiums in Yaoundé, Douala, Garoua, Bafoussam, Limbe. But unfortunately, some of these players have not had that opportunity to play in some of these stadiums, or some of them will not even have the opportunity to play in some of these stadiums if somebody like Samuel Eto'o do not come at the helm of Fecafoot. Remember, he's somebody who is first of all popular, given the fact that he has played football in popular clubs in Europe. He knows the strategies to bring fans back into the field. That's why, imagine we have a 60,000 Olembe stadium in Yaoundé. After that competition, what becomes of that stadium if fans are not coming back to the field? What becomes of the Douala Japoma Stadium if fans are not coming back to the field? What becomes of the Reunification Stadium if fans are not coming back to the field? The Garoua Rumdiaja Stadium if fans are not coming back to the field? Not to talk about the Limbe Omi Sports Stadium and the Bafoussam Kwekong Stadium. So I believe that someone like Samuel Eto'o is going to solve a lot of these problems. We've never had a fixed calendar when it comes to our championship. It's either there is a break, it's either clubs are asking for subvention and it's not there, they suspend the league, they go on strike and stuff like that. It's not good for a nation of big footballers like Roger Milla, big footballers like Patrick Boumandem, big footballers like Oman Biyik, who did wonderfully at the international scene. What becomes of their country? So I think Eto'o is somebody who is going to do a lot. For him to have decided to come back to project his local championship is something that all of us need to appreciate. And I'm praying and begging the delegates who are going in for the election in December that the right person for the job is Samuel Eto'o. He had the option. He had the option to go be a coach somewhere. He had the option to go open his businesses elsewhere. But because of the love that this Samuel Eto'o has for Cameroon, he has promised. Remember, he has promised in his project that all the 10 regions of Cameroon are going to have a stadium. And Bamenda, Bamenda is one of those places, or the Northwest region are one of those places that there's no infrastructure, there is no football infrastructure in the Northwest region. And Samuel Eto'o, amongst the 12 stadiums that he has promised for the 4-year mandate, the Northwest region is going to have one of them. So I think it's time for the delegates who are going, especially those who are going from Bamenda or from the Northwest region and elsewhere, that it's time for us to give the opportunity for someone like Samuel Eto'o to actually be the president of Fecafoot. He had a different option. Like I said, he has his money, and he has promised that he's not going to touch any amount when it comes to his salary. It is clear that the present Fecafoot boss goes home with 3 million every month. Imagine if we are talking about administrators going home with 3 million every month. Players are there, at times some of them are injured, no insurance. I don't even know if there's an insurance or what. Some players are injured, some people have stopped playing football, some of them have stopped playing football and they are hawking. Football is supposed to be that prestigious. Cameroon has gone to the World Cup 7 times, and we are threatening to go to the World Cup the 8th time. So the entire world, any person who knows about football in Cameroon knows that you are coming to celebrate something great. But unfortunately, look at the kind of pitches we played on our championship. Look at the kind of it's not professional. I believe that someone like Samuel Eto'o, with his connection, he can bring in sponsors A lot of sponsors can come in, given that a lot of people will be going back to the stadium, get tickets and the rest. It's going to improve these players. We're going to sell players. Like, for example, if we want to talk about this year, how many Cameroonian players have gone to play in Europe? The calendar is a mess, a total mess. Samuel Eto'O has promised that he will not take his salary, which is about 3 million. And if you want to calculate a month, the president of Fecafoot goes home with close to about 20 million. And that 20 million can help a team. It can develop infrastructure somewhere. It can maintain the infrastructures that we have. I'm using this opportunity to call on all the delegates in Cameroon that as they are going in, they should give somebody to that opportunity. He has decided to come like a son, a very young man. Like I said, he had the option to do other things, but he has decided that he wants to come and push forward the agenda of football in Cameroon. And note that, especially the actors, let's think about the actors. If you, let's say 5 million today, you will get finished, but just think about developing our football, making somebody to be happy somewhere, and you yourself, you'll be fine. All of us will be fine. Journalists themselves will be fine. I'm talking about football that I've covered for 10 years. I might have had the opportunity to travel abroad to cover games, but there are journalists who have covered even more than me. They have never had such opportunities. But I believe that with Samuel Eto'O, most of our teams are going to go international, and as teams are going international, journalists too will be traveling with them to cover their games. For the past 2 years, the champions were designated because the league did not finish. Let's vote for Samuel Eto'O. I don't have a vote, but I believe that the delegates who are going in for the vote, I'm begging, if you really love the youth of this country, who are the footballers themselves, do not think too much about yourself. If you love the youth of this country, if you want to see football in this country, I mean, going to a different level, you want to see the population coming back to the field of play, let's vote the dynamic Samuel Eto'O. He has played in top clubs in the world. He has played with FC Barcelona. We know what the kind of experience he can bring back to our championship. He has played with Inter Milan. We know the kind he has played with Chelsea. Let's give him that opportunity for him to come and develop our football. I have a lot to say, but I want to end here. I am pleading that through my voice, some delegates might actually change their mind to vote Samuel Eto'O for a change. We need a young person who is dynamic, who is industrious, who can actually make football something in the country. Thank you very much.